Can you just tell me your name and your hometown?
I am Nicholas Sund, and I'm from Spokane, Washington.
And what's your home parish?
St. Joseph's in Otis Orchards.
And which seminary do you currently attend, and what year are you in?
I attend Bishop White Seminary in Spokane, and I am going into my 3rd year.
And what did life look like for you before entering seminary?
Before seminary, I was just in high school, I guess doing the average thing. I was homeschooled throughout most of my life. I did Running Start, and then I applied and entered right out of high school.
Nice. What is your favorite hobby?
Probably woodworking. I started teaching myself woodworking in high school. Kind of when COVID started and there was less things to do, I picked it up. And yeah, I just really enjoy building things and making what I can.
What's been the favorite thing you've made so far?
Oh, that's tough. One of the favorites was building a cabinet bookshelf for our basement. It was a 12-foot long bookshelf, and we were able to do it in one piece, which was pretty awesome.
What is your favorite book and why?
Favorite book? I just finished Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, which is probably my favorite book right now. And partly because it really covers a lot of man's struggle with himself, with conscience, like with where he finds meaning in the world and everything. And I just found it very insightful and really intriguing to read and ponder.
And what about your favorite film and why?
One that I really like is A Hidden Life. And I think it captures a lot of like what sacrifice means, but also the ability to see beauty in reality and in different ways and being able to portray it and represent it to others. I always really liked the character of the painter in that movie, and just he's a very small character, but I really thought it was well done.
And what about your favorite music artist and why?
You know, I don't listen to a ton of music, but I guess one artist that I consistently like is Luke Combs, and I guess it's just kind of my style of country.
What was your first job?
First job was pulling weeds for somebody who lives up by where we live.
Nice. What is your favorite state in the Union besides Washington and why?
Idaho, because that's where my grandparents lived. I spent a lot of time there. I did skiing all the time over there. Idaho is probably the state that I know best and I spent the most time in.
And what is your least favorite food and why?
My least favorite food is canned green beans. I've always hated them. It's always made me gag. I don't know what's wrong with them except for everything.
How about like fresh green beans from a garden?
Fresh green beans are fine. Just don't can them.
What is your confirmation saint and why did you choose that saint?
My confirmation saint is St. Nicholas, and I chose it partially because that's who I'm named after. Partially because just like as a child, the figure of St. Nicholas was always kind of cool to me, just as a bishop and his generosity.
In your opinion, what is the best liturgical season and why?
You know, I think Advent's pretty cool. Just praying through the Liturgy of the Hours, it's got some great antiphons in it, and it's pretty reflective and meditative upon the coming of Christ. And it's really a short season that gets easily overlooked, but I really enjoy Advent.
Who has been the most influential person in your life?
As of late, I think it's probably been Father Murphy. He's been my spiritual director. Just a lot of great advice, a lot of wisdom. I'm able to go to him with a lot of my troubles or just experiences and relate it to him and then kind of receive what he has to give me.
And who's been most influential in your vocational journey thus far?
I think it again would be Father Murphy. Like I entered and I thought I kind of knew how to discern and everything, but I really had to learn with him what it means to discern, what it means to grow closer to Christ and go to spiritual direction and just grow as a man.
What has been one of your favorite or best experiences?
One of my favorites was we got done with our first 8-day silent retreat my first year, and after being silent for 8 days we decided we were going to go shooting, and so we all got together and we went shooting for the day and just like shooting ARs and 9mm with a bunch of guys that never shot guns before. It was pretty fun.
What has been a more challenging experience in seminary thus far?
I think one of the challenges has been honestly living with the guys. It's been a great blessing. It's been one of the best blessings that I've received through seminary, but it's also been one of the biggest challenges because we live in such close proximity to each other, especially at Bishop White. That's a small community that it's really easy for guys to begin to rub the wrong way or for different personalities to be hard to work with. And so just learning how to navigate that and how to set aside, I guess, some of the grievances or whatever and to move forward has been one of the biggest struggles.
And as you look forward to the next year of seminary this fall, what are you most looking looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the brotherhood that's there at Bishop White. I mean, it's hard, but it is one of the best things at the seminary. But I'm also looking forward to just studying real philosophy. This past year I was taking philosophy, but it was mostly just introductory. And now we're going to be really into the more real philosophy.
And finally, last question, where do you feel like you've encountered Jesus in this last year of seminary?
In this last year, I think one moment where I encountered Jesus was in spiritual direction with Father Murphy. And I had just gone through kind of a hard week, and I was telling him everything. And he was basically like, yeah, the wall you're hitting is the wall you constructed. And so it was just really a reality moment where he just was very blunt in his advice, and I just kind of had to face myself and face Jesus and be like, yeah, this is what's happening, and I need to abandon it to him.